Yeah, great meeting you again. And let me say that a very great job on this movie because it's very touching. Helena is amazing, totally amazing. So let us talk about the story first. So, how important was it for you making this movie? Because it's based on true incidents.
You know, when I first read the script, I thought it was this is something I want to do. You know, I, what really struck me was the relationship between the two women. Of course, it is a strong case story, which is what drives the whole story and the reason why the film is being made. But I thought if I could get the relationship between these two women right, then I thought we would have a good film. And so my focus shooting it was very much about getting the interaction between Helena and Hillary right. It's true. It is a case story, and it's a very important case story because it changed the whole way of medicating patients in the United States, and it was an enormous victory for these two women that they were able to win over the hospital system and the medical industry. But working with Hillary and Helena and creating the friendship story was the biggest, most important thing for me.
Did you think this movie can also maybe change some things, especially when you're looking at the medical industry and all what is going around?
You know, it's interesting that today more we are supposed to be happy because our welfare society is so well functioning, but at the same time we have more mentally ill patients than ever, more people with depression. And I think it's important that to respect it, that there is an issue here that we should focus on, and that we must respect people with mental illness.
Mm. And it's very great to see this movie because I live here in this area around Cologne, and there are so many things that I recognize, like the university where I have studied, which is now the Golden Gate Law School. My China restaurant, which is just 2 kilometers far away from me, which you have used for the scenes in Chinatown, and so many other buildings and things. So how crazy or how cool was it for you filming a story that is set in America, in Germany?
Yeah, I mean that was the challenge, and that was a reality. We had to do it like this. So what we did was that we had 1 week of shooting in America to remind the audience that the story takes place in America. Of course, if you are a local citizen of Cologne, you will probably recognize some of the buildings. But I think we were very precise and very picky on finding buildings and locations that could work as United States. But very often, when you shoot a movie, you have to go where you can find the right locations. Plus, also, I mean, the story takes place in 1989, and if you look at the university and the hospital, it doesn't look the same anymore. So, even though we insist on doing the film in San Francisco, we would have to find different buildings anyway. So,
but talking about this state, North Rhine-Westphalia, so how many opportunities did you have here, and how did you get maybe in kind of way some good support from the financial film for and so on?
We got enormous support from everywhere here in this area, and it was not only from a financial point of view, but also the crew members. I mean, the Germans, the support we got from Germany on all levels were amazing, and it was a huge, great experience to work here. Not only for me, but also I know the actors love to be doing the film here.
And do you have maybe some good memories for me behind the scenes? Maybe you have the chance to go out here, see some of the countryside, taste some good German food, some typical German things that you maybe have now, tasted or anything.
I was never in Cologne before, and it's such a beautiful city, and it's you can feel it's a city that has diversity, and I mean there are great restaurants and the city also with a lot of culture. So two actresses and I, we really had a great time being here for 2 months.
Mm. And do you maybe remember some funny things behind the shootings? Maybe you have some nice set memories for me?
You know, to do this kind of film, because of the subject matter, it's serious, but at the same time, of course, we were also joking and so on. But you have to stay very, very focused, and we had tough working hours, and it was all about getting prepared for the day and working very concentrated, and then go home and prepare for the next day. So hard work, but good fun.
Mm. That sounds like a big pressure that you had during the production.
I love to make films. It's my big hobby, and I'm such a privileged person that my hobby is also my work, and I get paid for it.
Mm. And some last question, what is your next project?
I have a couple of films I have to decide. You can hear my phone keep calling. I have to make some decision, because I cannot tell you exactly what it is, but something this fall.
Okay, I'm excited to see it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
And all the best for you.
Thank you.